All right, so you're just in time for another eBay unboxing. So I'm hoping it's what I think it is. It's basically, this is what I call like a mystery box. The seller was pretty new at selling, so the pictures were not very good and the description was not very good. And so I'm hoping it's something better than I thought. They had an opening bid of $35. They had just listed it. They had a make an offer button. I offered $20. The seller accepted, and he actually told me he got this at an auction with a bunch of other ones like this, and he knew nothing about this. And he says, "Hey, I'm taking a shot at this. This is my first time. Thank you for making that offer, and I'm taking it." And boom, there we go. And I begged him to make sure to pack it very well since he's new. And that's a worry when you have fragile things. Oh, I don't want you crack maniacs to see my info. Good, okay. So you crack maniacs couldn't see that? Okay, wow, all right. So far, so good, right? He used padding. I begged him to please make sure to fill the box all the way up to the top and stuff all the gaps. Yeah, it looks like this guy worked hard. Look at this. He surrounded this also in cardboard taped down to the box, which is going to make it that much harder to get out. But I don't fault him for that. He was actually listening to me by doing a good packing job. And that actually means a lot to me. All right, here's the moment I'm waiting for. All right. Oh, wow. Okay, I think it is what I think it is. Okay, so what I think this is, now let's look at this glass. This is actually a work of art. This looks like it was made by a company that was well known for their perfume atomizers. And the company would be DeVilbiss. Now, I'm trying to look at the design. This definitely most likely is a DeVilbiss design. DeVilbiss is actually the holy grail of perfume collecting if you collect vintage perfume bottles. I'm looking for an acid etched marking on the bottom. 9 times out of 10, they just disappear.
Now, I may be an idiot, but there is one thing I am not, sir, and that, sir, is an idiot.
Oh, I'm an idiot. An idiot, all right. All right, so when I first opened it, if you notice, it had this ugly ass replaced hose and atomizer. Don't know if you can see it because my camera sucks. It's yellow. It's supposed to be gold, but it looks like it's banana yellow. It really did nothing for the bottle, but I was gonna keep it because I had nothing else. So this genius over here, yeah, no, not really a genius at all, decided to try to modify it. So basically, on the DeVilbiss bottles, they would have these hoses not like long like this, all through, stretched out over the table. It would actually dangle from the bottle midway with the bulb and possibly a tassel. And so that was wrong to me. So what I tried to do, I tried to trim it, make it shorter, and reattach it. Turns out when I cut it to make it shorter, it frayed. And I tried to put the cap back on it. It was all frayed. Then I tried to get glue and try to make it less frayed. And then I made it worse. And then I was like, fuck my life. What am I going to do now? So I had to improvise. So I had this this English antique ebony bottle. This is Edwardian, probably from 1910 to 1915. It's made out of beautiful ebony wood. And I had this black hose attached to it because it was missing the original one. They dry rot. That's what happens. Oh my God, my voice is awful. Real awful. And this fucking laryngitis, oh my God, it's the gift that keeps on giving. So basically, what I did was I pried this fucking thing. It had a teeny tiny hole, and I had to fit it over the little metal piece. What a fucking pain in my ass. I could not get it to work until I did. And so there we go. This is what we have here. So generally, this glass, I don't know what you would call it. Maybe I'm colorblind, but to me it looks purple. But then in different lights, it looks like it's cranberry. So you tell me in the comments below, what the hell color is this? But the great part of this is if you hold it in different light, let's check it out. It gets very iridescent. Do you see that? That's actually beautiful with amber. You also see amber colors going through it. Very carnival-like, carnival glass-like. I cleaned it, by the way. Remember how filthy it was when it came? I cannot find the acid etching anywhere that says DeVilbiss, although in certain lights and certain angles, Sometimes you can see it, but look at that beautiful iridescence. And some companies such as, I'm trying to think of the names of the companies, such as Cambridge, Fry, Steuben, and some other glass makers, mostly American, made the glass for them. They didn't make their own glass. I have no clue who made it. Now, finding a atomizer and a hose that will actually match this bottle is nearly impossible. Okay, so generally what I read was DeVilbiss always used the same color hose and atomizer as their bottles, and finding one the same color as this, that's just not going to happen. So we'll have to live with the black one for now until maybe I can find a better color. And I don't know what glass maker made this. Was it Steuben? Was it Fry? Was it Cambridge? Don't know. Maybe you know. And what color is this? Would you say that this is a cranberry? Or is this maybe some kind of purple? Huh, who knows? Let's find out more about DeVilbiss and the history of it and the different designs they made and possibly how old this one is. Well, I don't think I'm going to be replacing the bulb and the hose anytime soon. I was thinking maybe the purple one would go. But because it's $15.95 and you have to pay shipping, and it's the only person on the internet I can find selling these, except for another person on eBay, and their price was like just as high. So, yep, it's staying black. So I think we got an answer to the question of what color this is. DeVilbiss perfume bottle cranberry, $395. Let's click on that, and let's see the color. And yeah, I think what we have there is cranberry. Damn, these things are so damn expensive. Oh, and wait. Yes, it's got to be DeVilbiss. It has the same exact design on the collar as mine, but a different shape. And yet, here's another cranberry one. And this one, again, these damn prices are outrageous. I got a steal of a deal. And if you look at the color of the glass, and look at the color of the bulb and the tassel and the hose, same color as the glass. Well, damn it. And, oh, let's check out the collar. Yep, same collar as mine. Let's blow it up. And why is my computer not working? Because it's an ass. Yep, same exact color as mine. And apparently the date for it is 1925, according to the seller. Okay, so I think what we have is probably right around that time frame. Okay, on my favorite website for this information, it's perfumeatomizers.blogspot.com. And let's find out more about DeVilbiss. Okay, so the DeVilbiss Corporation made a less than glamorous entry into the perfume bottle world when they started manufacturing spray nozzles for throat atomizers. In 1887, Dr. Alan DeVilbiss, an ear, nose, and throat specialist, had developed an easier and more sanitary way to apply his medicated oil into his patients' throats. So he created a sprayer, and the company was in Toledo, Ohio. And then his son took over, and his son was a genius, basically. Basically, what he did was take those throat atomizers that you would spray down the throat, and he turned them into perfume bottles, apparently in 1908. And in 1908, they were priced affordable for the public at $1.25 each, which today would be $40.65. So in 1910, Thomas traveled to Europe to obtain glassware for these perfume bottles. It was during this time that beauty advisors began to make it known that spraying perfume onto the skin was the best way to enjoy it. For a precious perfume to be encapsulated inside an airtight atomizer, it was safeguarded against evaporation. Shortly after World War I, American GIs came home from fighting in France, bearing gifts of perfume with ornate dispensers for their sweethearts and mothers. It was after that that the atomizer craze began. And here we have a picture of a storefront. Oh my God, I would break the window if I can go back in time in 1925. I would bust the window and steal them all. So DeVilbiss did not make the glass for their perfumizers. They had several suppliers making it for them, such as, and starting in 1910, including Steuben, Cambridge, Quazal, Tiffin, Fry, Libby, Fenton, Lennox, Fostoria, and Durand. And their suppliers weren't just centered in the U.S., they also got them from France as well. Down Nancy, and can't pronounce that, Vereraz, Bros of France, Moser of Bohemia, and other companies in Czechoslovakia who supplied a large portion of bottles from 1925 to 1938 and later. Murano in Italy, Germany, and Japan. So basically, they would send their design out to the glass companies and have them so that the collars and the atomizers would fit perfectly onto the bottles. Now here's an ad, and here we go. Now it says Hawks, so if you find bottles with etching on it, it's most likely made by Hawks. And Steuben Aurine bottles. What the hell is that? We'll find out. Here is Steuben Aurine bottles. Yes, we do not have Steuben, not from what I can think. Wow, that's beautiful. And yes, it's not like, it's like more opaque. And oh wow. Oh, 825 doll hairs. 695 doll hairs. Wow, and look at this one. $1,400. Whoa. Although I'm finding a lot of Steuben, don't know if I'm even pronouncing that right, with clear glass too, in cranberry. So perhaps maybe they did make it. Let's see. This is like very hard to figure out who the hell made this glass. And this says Steuben also. Steuben, Steuben cranberry. Okay, so they did make cranberry glass. So we're going to do the Wayback Machine from 1925. $1. So if they sold them between like 50 cents and $10. $1 would be equal to $17.10 today. And if it was $10, it would be equal to, whoa, $170.95. I love looking at old ads. Look at these. And this one is from 1925. And maybe I was wrong when I said that they were usually just dangling next to the bottle, like at mid-length or a little more than mid-length. Because in this picture, it actually extends out on the table. Interesting. You see, this is what I thought. I thought it was supposed to be like that. Okay, you'll learn a new thing every day. I'm finding out that some of them retailed for as much as $15 in 1926. For a perfume bottle? Okay, so apparently certain kinds of ones are actually really sought after. Some go for $4,000 and up for unique and one-of-a-kind examples. And some go for $16,450. Whoa. So I showed you the Aurine ones by Steuben. And it says the Aurine bottles sell in the range of $500 to $1,200 or so in the collectible market. Okay, so the most collectible are basically the ones with window panes and ones that have like gilt. So you'll see like what's called 22 karat gold or rotted gold. It looks like bumpy type of like sandy type of gold gilding and or rotted acid. The most common you'll find is the clear glass bottles or popular orange colors or satin finish glass and stuff like that. There's many different variations, and a lot of these were manufactured by Fry. Oh, but wait, maybe it wasn't made by Fry. Another commonly seen effect was iridized finish on Cambridge amber, clear, or pink glass bottles. Some dealers often call these carnival glass finish due to the resemblance of the popular glassware type. So I think we have Cambridge glass. Interesting. And it did come in pink. Not only did they make perfume bottles, they made powder boxes, ginger jars, cigarette boxes, ashtrays, match holders, candlesticks, trays, and perfume lamps. So it says keep on the lookout for those pieces that match your perfume bottles. Interesting, so they had matching pieces. I'm finding out that some of their lamps, oh my God, sold way back then from $3 to $75 for a perfume lamp back in the day. Whoa, so back then, their top of the line perfume lamp would be $1,282. Wow, I just found their 1928 catalog right here on the internet for us to look at really fast. We won't look at every single one of them because I know you guys are like, I don't know, your attention span is probably very, very, very short. But here's some of the examples of 1928. And my computer is slower than shit. There we go. Oh, wow, these are really interesting. Look at that. So if you find one like this with the bulb in that, those ones go for really high. I notice on eBay, those will get in the hundreds of dollars. Like sometimes even $500, $600, $700, $800. And that's a bargain because eBay, everything, nothing goes for as high as their value on eBay. I mean, on eBay, basically things are like really priced way cheaper than what their value is. And here's some more. We'll look at a few more and then that's it. You can find this catalog on your own. Some of them came in presentation boxes. Really, really fancy. Wow, look at that. Look at these designs. These are pretty crazy. I've seen sometimes these going on eBay selling in the $800 to the $1,200 range without the original presentation box. So all in all, I think I got myself a really good deal. Mine's not the most valuable, but wow, look at some of these. These have the gilding on it. See the gold gilding? Really quite beautiful. So while mine is not the most valuable one you can add to your collection, it's really neat because I paid so little for it. It was well worth it. And eventually maybe I will get a matching atomizer, hopefully. But I hope you learned something. Hope you enjoyed seeing some of this type of stuff and hearing more about it. Thanks for watching. See you guys all soon. And so long.